So, I woke up this morning and randomly remembered the 2021 Halloween update from Slap Battles. And looking back on it, it's genuinely like my favorite update in the game. And considering the first Friday of October is coming up soon, I thought I would make a little video on it, reminiscing about what it was like, you know? Considering the Halloween update was what I blew up from on this game, it's really cool to look back on it. Starting off with the Hollow Jack, I remember like nobody knew how to get it when it first came out. And I think I spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get it. I'm pretty sure I remember how to get it. There was like a 10% chance every 60 minutes to get like the little gravestone that you had to click on. And I think you needed like a high kill streak. I don't know which one it was though. But it was really like complex and specific for the time being. Because badge gloves back then, when you really look at it, they weren't that hard to get back then. I don't think badge gloves existed, but they were more like simple ideas like, oh, sit in a rock for 10 hours, you know? Hollow Jack was like one of the very first like actual complex badges with like some thought put into it. I'm not saying the gloves before that had no thought put into them, but this one, it was like a real challenge, you know? And I remember getting super lucky on it. I remember it was like a blessing in disguise, because if I never got Hollow Jack that quickly, you probably wouldn't be watching this video right now. Realistically, because I was the first person to upload a tutorial video on Hollow Jack. I was the 15th person to get the glove, and everyone was so confused on how to get it, and nobody knew what they were doing. And then I uploaded that video and it took off completely. And that video is still up, by the way. But besides that, another thing I want to talk about is the lobby. That is probably my favorite lobby in like the game's history. Besides maybe the red lobby. I really like the red lobby. And I'm not saying that because I'm like blinded by nostalgia, but I just love how like simple the red lobby was. What I also really like is the lobby after the Halloween update, and I'll probably show a clip of that right now, but it was also just like, you know, the lobby we have now, just smaller. What was so special about Halloween in 2021 for Slap Battles was that it was like the first major update in the game, and it was at such a perfect time because the community was still small but like strong at the same time. I remember well, I don't remember. I actually looked at this from the Hollow Jack video. But on update day, there was only 1,700 people playing. And that was for the Halloween update. So yeah, like reminiscing about it, it was such a perfect time. And I remember, like I said, Slap Battles was a very small game at the time. I think the Halloween update is really what took it off. Like seriously. I know the Christmas update too, that really helped it as well. But the Halloween is really what pushed Slap Battles to go more forward towards the front page. It was already gaining some traction before, but after the 2021 Halloween, it was like a jump, you know, like a little rocket jump. I'm also gonna say this regarding every Halloween update because it doesn't change, but I really love the map. I don't know, the game was just so different back then, and I'm not saying it's bad now, but I think there was a lot less toxicity in the game before that, and that's bound to happen when a game gets more popular. The more a fan base increases, I feel like the more toxic it gets. That's just how it'll work. I don't know if this was just me, but I also vividly remember the lobbies were like way more chill. I know this is gonna sound like OG Fortnite, but like there weren't so much sweats in the game back then, which is honestly not expected because the game was already like 7 months old, I think. So it's surprising that there weren't that many sweats back then. Taking a look back on that update, I also noticed that there weren't many YouTubers at all making videos on the game. So I remember when I first joined Slap Battles, it felt like not empty, but it felt like, I don't know, something new. Like I recall Slap Battles being like a super fresh game, and that's how it took off in YouTube, was because it was a very simple idea, but it was also unique at the same time. And if you got a simple and a unique idea, that's like a recipe for success if you really think about it. I think all the YouTubers started flooding in after like the Christmas update, I remember. This was also like the perfect time to use Killstreak as well because everyone else was using it, so if you wanted to steal their kills, you could as well because that was also a a thing back then. Like, if you killed them, you would get all the kills instead of just half. I know that changed not too long ago, but I'm just saying. Because with HoloJack, you needed kill streaks, so everyone was using it. And there would be so much kill streaks everywhere, and that was also the start of the Cheeky Glove as well for me. Because they would camp on the island to try to survive so they could get up to the HoloJack thing. And I would just roll in with Cheeky and just destroy them. And from then on, the Cheeky Glove, like, kind of became my thing as well. I remember that. After the HoloJack video, I think that was like my second video to like really blow up, was the Cheeky Glove kill streak killing video, whatever it was called. Another thing I really like about this update, and just the Halloween updates in general, because all the maps are the same, is the atmosphere. I really like the night sky. Like, you rarely see that in slap battles. It's rarely ever nighttime. Somebody let me know if they have a setting for that, if you can change it to night or day. I don't think they do. That would be cool to add though. But I really like the night sky blended in with the orange little grass, or the hay, whatever that is. And it sounds like I'm glazing, but it's really just like my favorite time to play slap battles is during Halloween. And I hope to see what the Halloween update has in store for us this year as well, 2025. But whatever they do, I don't think anything will beat 2021. Not because of HoloJack or the lobby, but it was just the vibe. Like, when you look back on certain things from a long time ago, you start to realize that you'll never get that feeling back. And that's why you look back on those things. You'll never get that same feeling that you once had, because those times are gone, you know? And nostalgia hurts, but it's also really nice at the same time. It's like a comforting feeling. Let me know if you were there, by the way, for the Halloween update and what you think of it, because I remember, like I said, the community was very small at the time. And if you search up like Slap Battles Halloween 2021, you don't get that much videos. I remember, I think the only main YouTubers, and I'm not gonna like self-glaze myself, I'm just saying this because I was actually there. The only YouTubers I remember from like Halloween were me and Mr. Nebel, and I think Joe Blocks. That's it. Those are like the only people I remember. And being one of the first YouTubers, I know I've already said this already, but being one of the first YouTubers, it felt so fresh. Just like a new game that you could play, you know? And I was genuinely playing slap battles like for fun as well. I was having such a good time on the game. That's probably the most fun I've ever had playing slap battles. Or actually no, the most fun I've had on slap battles was the Christmas update because of Fort Squidward. Let me take that back. That's the most fun I've had on slap battles, but Halloween is second. One specific thing I sometimes think about from that time was the fact that I had no controversy at all. If you know me even a little bit, you would know that I've gone into a lot of controversy over the years. Like, I had a whole glove made for me that was removed because I was too controversial. And some of the incidents weren't even made public. A lot of this stuff happened mainly in 2022, by the way, and I'm pretty sure the first incident I ever got into was December 2021. So I see it as such a peaceful time for the channel, and it reminds me of like the night before a hurricane where everything is just like quiet and calm. It was like a sense of peace that would secretly lead up to the worst year of my life afterwards. When I watch those old videos, knowing everything that happened after November, it's really peaceful to look at and watch for me, but it almost hurts at the same time knowing that was the last time I would be free from any drama. And with that, I wish I could go back. I wish I could undo everything that happened in 2022 and have a reputation like DanTDM or Markiplier, you know? Just some unproblematic guy on YouTube doing his thing, but sadly, that's just not me. And because of my past, I have to live with that for the rest of my YouTube career. You guys might think I act too dramatic for this game, but if you were to see it how I see it, it has like genuinely changed my life in amazing ways and horrible ways. It's like bipolar in a sense. But back to the nostalgia aspect of it, I think some people are gonna say like, oh, you're blinded by nostalgia. And you're right, I am. Realistically, most of the Halloween updates are the exact same. Let's keep it real here. But it was just that experience in 2021. It was such a new thing to have a huge update like that where the entire map changes, there's a whole new limited glove based off the season, and the lobby has changed, which has already happened, but you know what I mean. It's just the experience. The experience means everything. It's not what was in the context of the update in general, it's the experience you have. And in my opinion, like I've said, many times, that is the best experience I've had on slap battles besides Christmas 2021. But yeah, I thought of making this video because I genuinely just randomly all of a sudden remembered the Halloween update, and I thought it would be cool to talk about it 4 years later. Whatever your favorite update of this game is, or maybe even your favorite moment of life in general, or favorite moments, it is most likely something that happened early on. Because looking at it, that is the first time you experience that moment, is when it happens early on in your life. Like, let's say you take a trip to the Bahamas for the first time ever. That first trip, or that second trip, is going to be your favorite time going there. Because it's the first time. It's fresh, it's new, and it's a different experience from everything you've seen before. But once you go to the Bahamas over and over again, like let's say every 6 months or every year, over and over again, it starts to become stale. And you reminisce over that first time you went where it was completely new and a different feeling in your life. That's just the aspect of how I see it. And one day I think you'll see it too. Who knows? Maybe I'll randomly remember the Christmas 2021 update. Who knows?
Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you how to get this badge. I am the 15th person to get it. I got it. Yep, I got it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh dude. So, guys, this thing is extremely rare to get. For one reason only. So it's behind the middle tree over here, and hard part is, look how much people are using the kill streak. Another hard part, you need 10 kills with kill streak. And it spawns at, it's a 10% chance every 10 minutes. So, every once an hour it spawns. Hey nerds. Hey, hold on now. Yes, yes, die. Sir, I would like it if you were to die. No, die. Yes. Ow! Actually, I think a good hand would be what do you guys think? I don't care about your opinions, I can't hear you anyway. A good hand, replica, because I don't even have to hit them. Oh, crap. I guess I'll do that.
A world you've never heard before.
This is my land. Oh no, get back on, get back on. Ow. Okay, go.
On that clear
Can't touch this. Alright, good giant 3, 2, 1, and...
you can see forever.
What's up, nerd? Get up! Dumb. Come on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, now you're scared. Oh. Scarecrow save me! Yeah! Hey, sir. Okay, everyone, I have an important announcement to make. Which thing looks better? The cartoony eyes or the madness face? Comment down below which one looks better. I'm going to see who thinks it's better. But for now, I'm gonna the cartoony eyes so you guys can actually get used to them and not see them for only 2 seconds. Who wants the cartoony eyes or the madness face? Actually, pause this video right now and comment down cartoony eyes or madness. Do it now. Which one looks better?